Hey everybody, welcome to It Came from Tubi. So Tubi is a great streaming site, but they also make original movies, and it's our job to watch them and then tell you what we saw. So this week Tubi returns to the slasher genre with Guess Who? A terrible name for this movie, but we'll explain pretty soon. So let's start with the production company Ascendo. I don't know what that fire cracking. So we're told what the movie's about. So the mummering, it's a centuries-old Christmas tradition in which people disguise their identities, visit neighbors, and tell a riddle.
Why didn't they
And
just stay in the movie though?
that's what I was saying. The host tries to solve the riddle and guess the identity of the mummer. One never knows who is under the mask. Why didn't they just call it either mummering or mummer? But instead they went with the most generic name. So
Mother's Day.
mummers. Meet our last girl. Her name is Caitlin, and she is on the road with her boyfriend Michael, and they're going to see his family. And he is telling her about the mummering tradition. He's like, "You've never seen anything like this before. Might be too much for you. We could head back." And she's like, "No, I want to meet your family. I can take this."
And then that's when I was like, she deserves all this.
They drive by this grain elevator, and he's like, "Look better back in the day." And I'm like, "What? Those never look great. They always look like that."
Why would it look great? There's
I know,
never like a finish to them.
I know, and no one's ever there. You never see them working there. But he's like, "Yeah, closed down. It ruined everyone's town." They stop at a gas station. Looks kind of
Classic
shady.
horror movie gas station stop.
Yeah. And she's like, when you're ready to risk a gas station bathroom like this, but I really gotta go." And he's like, "Ha, I'll put gas in." So she goes to the bathroom, and it does look terrible. And there's a guy watching her in the bathroom. How long has he been there? I don't know. Breathing
All
heavy.
day. He's been struggling.
He's been struggling. She just went to the bathroom in front of this guy. So when she gets out, the guy attacks her, and he like grabs the necklace, and she's like, "What?"
He's like,
And
ooh, look at this.
so he's like, "I got it," and she like punches him, so he like runs away, and she's like screaming, and Michael's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?"
Everyone in a mask talks like a Batman villain in this.
Hmm. And she's like, "Some guy, come." He came and took my
Took my
necklace.
necklace.
And he's like, okay, do you want to go back?" And she's like, "No, let's just keep going." And he's like, "Do you want to fill out a police report?" And she's like, "Nah, who cares?" And so they leave. He's trying to start the car, and he's got like an old beat up car, and he makes a weird face at this part. She tells him, you gotta love the car, and then it will take care of you. And she's like, "Ew, you're gross." So they drive, and when they're driving away, the guy reappears. He
He's like,
breathes.
man, everyone's mean to me.
Yeah, he breathes real heavy every time you see him. He's like, they should have called the asthmatic killer or something like that. I guess. So the fight, I guess, looks cool, but why didn't you just call it Mummer? That sounds even cooler. And it's like about the movie. Guess who? Like Jared said, sounds like an Ashton Kutcher movie. So they drive to Duckworth Flats Trailer Park to meet his
Ducksworth.
Ducksworth. So that to meet his parent or his mom and his family. And while walking there, she's like, "This place is wild." But I mean, she is rich, so I guess she's never seen a trailer park. But I can't believe that a trailer park is so shocking that she'd be like, "This is wild." I guess I don't
How
know.
did that move?
I've never been rich, so I guess I'll never know how shocking a trailer park is.
Well,
So
yeah, even if you got rich now, it wouldn't matter because you've
yeah,
seen.
I've been in a trailer park. They passed this scary Santa guy,
He's just mandolining.
mandolin, but she's like, "That's
What
good."
happens to him?
I'll tell you in a minute. and he's kind of weird. And he's like, "That's what you get for leaving. You don't even know where anything is now." And they're like, "It's a mobile house. It can move." And he's like, "Yeah, I did move." So he's like, "I'll show you where how to get to your mom's house." I mean, they can move, but they're like, once they're in the park, they're pretty stuck there. They don't like switch them around. Hey, I'm gonna move over here now. I don't think that's how trailer parks work. Um, and then this, so everyone's wearing masks. It looks like Halloween outside, but it's Christmas time. And she's like, she gives them a riddle. All the riddles are terrible. I don't
I'm bad
remember.
at riddles. I never
Yeah,
get
I'm
them.
never really good at riddles, but they're pretty bad in this one. So she basically asks, like, "What am I?" And they're like, "You're mom." And she's like, "Yeah." So that's his mom. Call her Mama Goose. Just Mama. So she's like, "Yeah, let's
Call me
go.
Goose.
I hope you guys are hungry. Let's go to the house and I'll get you something." And she's like explaining what the memory. It's like a mix of Christmas and Halloween without the Krampus. So I was reading. This is a real thing. They do it like in where was it? They do it in Ireland, in like Scandinavian countries, in Philadelphia. For some reason,
I didn't know we did it in Philadelphia.
some reason, the only place in America they do it is in Philadelphia. So I guess they're in Philadelphia.
I thought it
Uh,
was like in Finland or something like that.
maybe Finland, yeah. It this looks like the South because there's not snowing or anything. This might be the driest winter in Philadelphia. So she's like, "Oh yeah, let me stop with my pot dealer and pick up some pot." So
Let me get some of that dank.
she gets the ultra sour berry. So while they're standing there, Caitlin's like, "You!" Because remember, she punched the guy that stole her necklace.
Not in the face though.
I think she did. Well,
I thought she hit him in the the
no,
below the
she's
belt.
always punching people in this movie, so she might have punched someone out. She does punch someone else in the crotch. Um, So somehow she's like, "Oh, you have a punched face, so obviously I was the one that punched you." So she's like, "Give me your backpack," and she's like dumping stuff out of his backpack, and she finds her necklace. She's like, "You stole my necklace."
And everyone's like classic Warren or whatever his
Yeah,
name is.
Warren. And the mom's like, "You're dead to me. Never come to
I'll
my
never smoke
house.
your weed again.
Yeah, I'm not buying from you anymore, and don't come to my house." And Warren's like, "Oh." So Warren, what's the other guy's name? Chester is like the boss,
Chester.
and they have something planned. And he's like, "You could have ruined everything. You're grounded. You got to stay in here and watch the weed all night." And he's like, "No, no,
He's
it's a
like, it's
bummer.
Christmas.
Yeah, I want to be out there." It's like, "Too bad. Just get drunk." And then, so she makes something called jig, and It's an Irish dish of salt beef, spuds, and carrots. So remember that.
Probably good. Probably
Probably
better than
good.
it sounds.
We see this kind of Halloween parade thing going on, but it's Christmas. Could you deal with Halloween being mixed with Christmas? I don't think you could.
Yeah, but I couldn't deal with people just going in your house.
Yeah. And also they scare you. They're supposed to scare you a lot. So he's
No,
over
I
here.
don't want to deal with that. I want the separate holidays.
I know. So he's over here trimming the weed.
Doing the whole bonsai thing.
Yeah. But then
He's getting zen.
he hears something. He's like, "Chester, is that you?"
He doesn't say it like that. He says, Chester,
Chester?
is that you? I'm scared.
So some guy just like comes in and he tells him a riddle. I forget what I don't remember any of the he's like, "Poke your fingers in my eyes. What am I?" Oh, it's like the Clippers. Remember?
Cheers.
Yeah, the shears. And then he pokes his head with the shears. It doesn't feel good for Warren. Warren goes down.
Is that when he dies?
Yeah, that's how he dies.
I think he died later.
back to Caitlin. She's like looking at her necklace. I guess it's broken or something. She's sad about it. I don't know. Didn't her mom give it to her or something?
Yeah.
And then she goes snooping around and she says it's the past bills for the Goose family.
Their goose is cooked.
Their goose is. So it's dinner time. The jig is up. I think they called that dish that just so they could make that joke. This is Sophia. She's Michael's sister. And they're like talking, and yeah, he's full of
And she's
secrets.
already like, he's a criminal.
Yeah, she's
Don't
like
trust him.
always bad mouthing him and stuff.
And he's like, stop it.
He's full of secrets. Jig is up, people.
I
Time to eat the salty beef. So they're like, hey.
in movies and media, people always in real life, people always drinking beer with like meals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people do that. There's too much.
What do you mean? It makes you too full?
Yeah, you get full on the beer. Just like I'd be
It's
puking. I'd be like, oh.
so it's not good for eating. But aren't you supposed to eat it so it
You're
absorbs the
supposed to eat
alcohol?
and then you go out drinking. That way it absorbs it. But I can't eat and
Can't do
drink that.
both. Can't do both. But we're told in sitcoms that that's what the dads do. They come home, they eat and drink a beer.
I know, and I never understood it because I have like two beers and I'm like,
You're swimming. Uh, do you remember how the dad died?
they said,
Oh, did he off himself?
yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't remember if because he doesn't tell her at first, and he because the sister like, oh, it's just sucks that dad killed himself or something like that, and then
Yeah,
he's like, I didn't tell her
I didn't tell her. Because the factory closed, so
that. That's not. He was never the
he
same.
was never the same. And they also talk about Bobby, who's the brother, and they're like, "Where's that loser?" He's like, "Just get out of
Fresh
jail."
out of jail.
Yeah. So he comes and they tell a riddle, and it's. I thought it was gonna be his girlfriend. It's actually the girl's girlfriend. I'm like, what? Why did they come together?
I know. Why didn't she go with her?
I know. I was confused. And he tells
There's
the.
some Christmas decorations, some Santas.
He's like, "What has teeth but does not eat?" And they're like, a comb. And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Who is this?" And she's like, "My fiance." And he's like, "Fiance." But he's not like too happy about it. He's like, "Hmm."
Well, because he's going through a divorce.
Oh, true. A bitter divorce. And they're like, "Hey, remember when all those guys got murdered on Murmur's Day?" And they're like, "That's just an old tale."
And they're like, yeah, bro.
This is some terrible acting. Do you remember this part when he gets on the phone and she's like, "She really wanted to be here. I'm gonna hire the
The
best
best
lawyer."
lawyers.
Yeah.
It was bad acting, but it's not the worst acting we've seen.
I don't know, man. It was up there though. She was really looking forward tonight. And he's like, "You
I
know
hate
what?
you.
Yeah, go to hell." No, he's like, "Merry Christmas."
I hope Krampus gets you.
What was that song we heard? I got your Christmas right. Yeah.
I didn't
Shit.
hear that song.
I know you missed that song. Mother Goose gives Mother Goose gives Caitlin her first mummering costume. She's like, "Thanks." It's like a deer with a doily and got like a
I know,
hood.
like a table doily.
Yeah, it's got like a hood though. And they're like, "Oh, you look great." And they're like, "Where do we go first?" Chester's. He's got the best
Oh yeah.
booze.
His brother was crying on the porch because
Yeah.
his wife hates him and whatever.
And they're like, "Hey,
And he's like,
loser, you gonna go?
"Loser, you ready to go?
Or are you just gonna cry?" And he's like,
Or are you
"I'm
just
ready."
gonna sit there like a?"
So they're all gonna go to Chester's because he's got all. They're all gonna get drunk before they meet the mom again, and then have like the
He's got the finest booze.
got the finest booze. And he tells them a riddle. It's a very suggestive riddle. So he likes talking about a certain part of his anatomy. This guy, he like he like tries to dance with Caitlyn, and she's like, "Get off of me!" I think this is who she punches in the nuts, and he's like, "Ah." Yeah. And
Oh, my nuts.
do you know who this guy's nuts was? It was that Santa guy. So they go into the party and they all like bounce and then whoop whoop.
What
I
else
get
do you do?
I would say the rapping is better in this than it was in that one movie, that Classmates movie. At least it wasn't based on nursery rhymes. So
Oh yeah.
they all get drunk, and then Caitlin's stressing about the riddle. She's like, "Oh, I could just Google a riddle if you guys had service out here." And she's like, "You." Sophie's like, "You don't need to Google. I'll just give you a riddle." So she tries to do the riddle for everyone, and it's terrible. It's like a virgin joke, and she's like, and everyone's like, "Ew, that's not a good
Everyone
riddle."
was like really uncomfortable, and it's just like,
Yeah,
"Ugh,
like this is
go
terrible.
home, Caitlin."
So we get our first like hint of something wrong because because Michael won't leave Caitlin's side, and they're like, "What are we gonna do?" And he's like, "I got the solution." And then remember the Santa guy? He's like walking home, but then he sees this guy, the riddle guy, and the riddle guy tells him something, and then he kills him. Kills poor Santa guy right in the head. He's like, "That was a pretty good riddle, but I don't, I don't need it right now."
Look at it, big old like community party. They have one pizza and one thing of bread, cheese bread.
I think that's just his leftover. I don't think that's for the party.
That's for the party.
They tell Micah, "What are you dating? Or are you stalking her?" Because he just like stares at her while she's dancing with someone else. And he's like, "Yeah, what about it?"
What if I am?
She's like, "I'm so in
The
love."
brothers in this are very like babies. They're just like
Hmm.
they're always like, "What about if I am?"
She tells him he couldn't get rid of me if he tried.
And I have, he says.
And then the brothers says something ominous again. I can't remember it. He's like, "I kind of like her. That's a problem." So she's like drunk out of her mind. So he takes her
Yeah, they're like,
back.
go to the room. You can't even walk.
Yeah. So he like takes her to the room. And she's like, "I just need a minute. Just a minute." And he's like, "Hey, your dad's been calling." And she's like, "Yeah. But those calls come with conditions. He wants me to give up teaching. He wants me to move back home. Wants me to dump your sorry butt." And she's like, "Oops, I didn't mean to say that." It's like, oh. Then they start making out on the bed, but then she sees this guy in the window, and she's like, "Ah." So they run out, and this
Like,
puppy.
this is the best
I
costume,
know it
though.
is the best costume.
Look how happy he is.
He's like, "What tastes better than it smells?" And they're like, "A tongue." He's like, "Yeah,
Everyone's like giving the hint.
yeah."
He should have been like, stop trying
How dare you?
that.
Then he asked for like money. He said he'd take their money if they don't get it right, but he doesn't. He just leaves. So they go back home and they're like, "Hey, where's mom? I can't find mom." And she jumps out and scares them. They gotcha.
Everyone scares Caitlyn at least once.
Yeah, Caitlin gets scared a lot. And then they go on the big, the traditional without the drinking, where everyone's like dancing and
The wholesome one.
yeah, the family approved one. There's no kids in this trailer park. Have you noticed that? There's like no kids in this trailer park. It's like
I think in the first scene when they get there, there is.
they all went to bed, I guess.
But that's it. Yeah, they all died, I guess.
There's a kids party going on. Maybe it's a senior trailer park. So Caitlin gets separated from Michael and she can't find him. So she's like, "Michael, Michael, Michael." Says it a lot. And the whole time we see the bad guy, he's at the party too, and he's just like looking. It's weird. And then he grabs this big old hook. And then, so someone was following Chester home. Like, well, you followed me, bro. And he tells the riddle. People use me as an enemy disguised as a friend, and the answer is a lie. And he kills him with the big hook. And
and
then,
then Joseph, as he's dying, he's like, "That wasn't a good riddle."
so Caitlin's walking back. She's like trying to walk back to the boss, and then
And there's more hooligans.
she gets jumped by these three. And she's like, I don't want to be scared anymore. I've had like a full day, so can you please not
I know.
be?
She's like, "I know what this holiday's all about, but I'm
Yeah,
tired."
I know you guys like Christmas, but I'm tired. I have a headache. So they start chasing her, and she hides under one of the trailers.
She's like, "I haven't had my pumpkin spice latte. Can you please leave?"
But then they find her, peekaboo.
That they were like, "Wee."
But she like punches the guy and escapes again. She's like punch him. At one point,
She just throws punches.
Michael's like she could defend herself. So I guess she's an expert puncher or something. So she finally finds Michael and she's like, I've had enough. I just want to go. And he's like, okay, let's just go. Let's bail. So they're gonna actually just like leave town. Well, I guess it's like they live in a city, so I guess they don't live too far. But they can't leave because someone tagged their car. And they're like, what do we do? And this is
I missed when they were walking up, and I was like, "What?" I thought they just spray painted like the side of the car. I
mhm.
didn't know it was the windshield. And I was like, "Why can't you? Why do you need to take it off right now?"
Yeah, he's like, oh, get some paint remover and we'll take it off. And she's like, how long is that gonna take? And he's like, hours. And she's like,
And he's like, "I'll be done like at 1 p.m. or a.m."
yeah. And she's like, let's just crash at your mom's. Well, and then he's like, well, Sophia said that we could crash at our place because they got a bit. Yeah, so they go to Sophia and the girlfriend. I think the girlfriend's name's Taylor, if I
Yeah.
remember. And he's like, we're done for the night. And they're like, I don't remember what they say. They're like, you had your first scaring and stuff like that. But when they're going in, we see that Taylor's hand has paint on it. Dun dun dun.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
and they're like,
She they give her tea, and she's like, "Oh wow, this is actually good." Like,
yeah,
what a
what a
rude thing to
stuck
say.
up. Just because it's poor tea, it can't be good tea.
Just because it goes in those little bags in the little
Yeah, just
box.
give it a box with a bear on it. It's not good. So they're like, hey, why did you bring her when there's a bunch of weirdos running around? And
Stupid.
she's like, it was my idea. And they're like, oh, you're stupid. Um, so they're like, oh, we're going to bed. You know, there's a bed there. And they make sure that they lock the door. And then they're in bed and they're talking. And she's like, I kind of feel bad about what we are about to do.
What we have to do.
Michael
And
cannot.
Caitlin is dumb because they're like, "There's a room with a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Why
And she's
wouldn't
like,
you go in there?"
because she's like, oh, I just can't sleep tonight. He's
Yeah, I
like,
know, but you would still be more comfortable. Like,
no, do you
I
want to
guess there's
just?
a TV in there,
Yeah, there's TV there.
but she's afraid of these people.
She's like, I'm just gonna watch country TV all night.
And he's
And
like, "Can you ever stop just demeaning our little
yeah,
trailer home?" Jeez.
my heritage. He can't stay awake. He's like falling asleep the whole time. And she's like, "Come here, big baby, sleep on my lap." But then
And then she's
she
like,
falls.
"Michael,
But then she's like, "Hey, what the heck? Why am I so tired?
did
I'm
you
not
drug
going.
me while you were sleeping? What the hell?"
I'm not going to bed. I said I couldn't go to bed, but she goes to bed."
That was sleepy time.
Sleepy time does the trick. So eventually, Michael wakes up and she's missing. And he's like, "Hey, why didn't you wake me up?" So he looks for her and he doesn't find her. So he has to go outside and he's like, "Kayla, where are you?" And she wakes up dead. I mean, she wakes up
You
tied up.
can't go to bed, Dad.
She wakes up all tied up and she's like, "Where am I?" And that creepy masked person is there. And then we cut back to, I think this is the moms, and he's on the phone. He's like, "We want $1 million."
He's like, listen here, you poop head. We want $1 million. And
Yeah,
then
he's
you can
like,
hear like the dad being like, I'm not doing that.
yeah, he's like,
He's
"That's too
like, fine,
much."
$100,000.
He's like, "This fool's haggling with me." And he's like, "You're going to bring us 800 grand, you POS." And Michael's like, he's like, "What the heck, guy? You kidnapped my girlfriend just for some money?" And they're like, "Yeah, pretty much." And they're like, "Yeah, we need money now. And you're playing the long game. You want to get married and eventually have the money, and then you won't give us the money because you'll be married." And he's like, "Yeah, kind of." And they're like, "Well, we want some money." And she goes out, this is this is for like mom's health care. It's
She's like,
for that guy's.
Kaylin's not gonna get hurt. Everyone loves her.
Yeah,
We just really want money.
yeah, and that guy's getting a divorce, so he needs some money. And then it's for dad. Apparently, dad needs the money. I don't know. We find out at the end what that meant, though, but it was kind of weird when she said it. And he's like, "I hate you, people." So he goes and looks for her. Yeah, that scary masked man.
And then Blanche from the Golden Girls is just watching her.
Yeah. And then he like somehow finds the right door.
Well,
the right
she kicks
the pipe.
the lead pipe out of her hand,
And
which
he
I
just
guess was
happens
smart.
to be walking by when that falls down. So he's like,
Well, no,
"Kayla."
because he's yelling out, Caitlin, Caitlin. And she's like, "Ugh, ugh." And so she kicks the little pole out. This was the smartest thing in the whole movie, Joe. So don't,
Don't take it away from them. Uh,
yeah.
so he's like trying to get in the door, and this person's like trying to hold the door. But he kicks it down, and he's like untying her, but the person's like waking up. She's not like getting up fast or anything. She's just like, ugh.
Or
She's like,
threatening. She just like, it's just
yeah.
like,
And she's like, "Michael, look out!" Like he's about to get killed or something. And then he goes like, "No," he goes psycho. He's like,
he goes
"Oh!"
like Ralphie after getting,
He's like punching and slamming the head on the ground. He's like, "Die!" And
and you can
Caitlin,
tell like it was like few of those like throwing like smacking the head on the ground would be fine, but he
yeah,
just keeps
he
going, and
just
you hear
keeps going until you
crunches.
hear like flesh squelching or whatever they said in the last one. And Caitlin looks at him like, "Whoa, man, you're kind of a psycho." And then she lifts up the mask, and it was Taylor.
And everyone was shocked.
Uh, yeah, I guess.
You were shocked.
I was not shocked. I guessed this movie really fast. And then she's like, "What are we gonna do? Are we just gonna walk back to the city?" And he's like, "No, if we go over to Chester's, he's got like a car and a gun."
Why in these movies just walk to the city? It's always like that last thing out, like impossible.
It's
Just
impossible.
walk.
Just hitchhike. I like this. So it's gun time now, and he's like, "Yeah, it's gun time." It's like, "I hope not, but it's gun time." So they go and they search Chester, and she like opens the
I need to
bathroom.
pause. I know people in the comments are gonna be like, there are times when they walk in and they get hunted down, but they were already in like a car. It doesn't make sense. This you're fine. You could have just walked away.
I know if they would have just walked, they'd probably been fine. Because of the twist that we'll tell you in a minute.
Twist.
The twist. So she opens the bathroom door and she sees Chester and Warren dead, and she screams. He's like, "Shh! Everyone could hear that." So they eventually find the keys, and then she finds this lockbox, and she's like, "Gun time."
He's like, that's obviously a box for a gun.
And he's like, "Can I hold the gun?" And she's, "No, I'm good.
No, I got it.
I got the gun, man.
And he's
You."
like, dang it.
He's like, "I found." She's like, "I found it. It's my gun."
Mm.
And then this person shows up. I don't know why they keep wearing their mask. I mean, it's the jig's up, man. So she takes it
No,
off,
that
and
was at
it's
dinner time.
I. The jig has been up for a while. Um, So she takes the mask off, and it's Sophia. She's like, "You killed Taylor! You murderer, scum!"
And they're like, yeah.
And she like tells Caitlyn, he's like, he just married you for your money, man. Everything between us was so that you could marry me.
And this was really bad because Michael wasn't even like, Joe, babe, it's not like that. He
I
was just
know.
like,
He just makes faces.
not even. He was just like,
And she like believes her. She's like, and he's like, I loved you, but he doesn't tell her that, huh? He should have told her
he
that.
doesn't do anything. He just goes,
Yeah, well, at this part, he's like, he's a man of secrets, and he starts freaking out. He like makes these weird faces. It is. I wish I could show you the video because the faces he makes are just hilarious. But he's like, yeah, it looked like he was gonna start hulking out.
this. I think there's a part later where he starts yelling, and it's funny too.
Yeah, and then he ends up killing. He kills her,
No, she
right?
gets shot. No, Ophelia walks up to, or whatever her name was, walks up to what's her name, and she shoots her
Why did she shoot her?
because she was walking up to her aggressively. It was self defense.
And he's like, no, Sophia. So Caitlin just like jumps in the truck and he's gonna take off without him. And then he's like, no,
And this thing's
stop.
going like less than a mile an hour,
I know.
and it's like on fire and she's smoking.
And he's like, no, I love you. Everything was for you. Don't be scared of me. And she's like, don't be scared of you. You're holding a gun to me.
Yeah, but don't be scared.
But don't be scared. He's just like, I love you. It was real love. But then this other masked man comes up. It's Bobby. And she's like, you killed Sophia. And then they start wrestling. They do the Tubi wrestle. And then he
Yeah.
grabs the gun and he
Then he
shoots.
starts punching his face until
Yeah.
more squishy
They
noises
always
happen.
do the punch, but you can't see the punching happening. And he gets shot. And he's like, my entire family dead because of you. Because
It,
you came into my life. So it's kind of her fault because like he didn't tell her like anything about her. They met at the gym.
how's that her fault?
She didn't like try to learn anything about him.
She didn't tell her.
Yeah, but
He's a man of secrets. You can't blame
every
her.
once in a while you gotta get one of those secrets out of him. I mean, you can't just have a mysterious boyfriend the whole time.
That's part of the allure.
That's just dumb. I don't like when that happens in movies. So she like runs away, and he's like, "There's nowhere for you to run."
This is when he starts yelling.
Yeah,
He's
Caitlin,
just like looking
Caitlin.
up into the sky.
So she gets in the car. She gets in their car, and the doors are locked. So he starts telling a riddle, and he's like,
Is this the
"I
part where he's like, I'm glad I never got that fixed?
yeah." But he's like, the riddle's like, "I caused tragedy, but everyone wants me," or something like that. And he's like, "What am I?" And she's like, "You're a monster." And he's like, "No, that's not the riddle. That wasn't the answer." He's like, "I'm love." And she's like, "No, you're not." So, she's trying to get the car. Remember, the car doesn't start. And he's like, "I'm glad I didn't get that fixed." He's
And
like,
there's this part where she has like all these memories of when he did it.
And she's like, "Oh, you gotta love it."
You gotta jiggle the key. You gotta put it
Yeah.
in a little.
And yeah, I'm glad I didn't get, and it starts. And yeah, wiggle it through. And the stupid guy just stands in front of it. I mean, I guess it was fast enough for him to get hit, but I don't know. I kind
What
of
is that
doubt that.
license plate?
I don't know. It's a city with blue. We'll never know. Maybe someone out there knows what license plate that is. So she actually hits the dude
With his own car.
with his own car, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta back up." So she backs up over him, and we hear body thumping. So she gets out, and he's like all mashed up. And then the dad comes because remember they had called him for the ransom money. So he arrives, and she's like, "Die!" But before she
How
can
did
do,
he? They called him for ransom money, but they gave him their exact location.
yeah, they wanted the
There was
money,
no
man.
like, there was no like meetup place.
I know halfway or at the gas station, maybe. He got there fast, man. He was zooming.
He's rich.
Dude, there's a way. I thought they lived
There's no
farther
limits
away.
when you're rich, Joseph.
They lived that close.
He took a private jet, and skydived down there.
But before they can, get away, the mom pops up
Mama
and
Goose.
grabs Caitlin.
And she's like, "This is all your fault."
No, she's like, I wanted you to see, what happened when the factory shut down. And Caitlin's like, your family worked at my father's factory? She's like, yep. And the dad has like this real deep, like menacing voice.
Like a villain voice.
Yeah, he's like, it was nothing personal, just business. I was like, oh my goodness. I thought it was gonna be like a sad dad or something, but no. Um, and the mom, they start fighting over the money because he has the briefcase for the money. So they start fighting over it. Mama Goose, man, she's overpowering this dude.
I believe it. Money will make you do crazy things.
Well, that jig, man, the jig is full of protein.
She knew she needed a hearty meal.
Stupid
And then
Caitlyn.
stupid Caitlyn, dude.
Stupid Caitlyn, man. She's like, yeah, is this all you care about? The money? And she starts
No one's
dumping
even
it.
paying attention to
No one
her.
is paying attention to her. She's like, look at me destroy the money. And they're
She's
still
more
fighting.
chaotic than Joker when he burns that pile of money. She just throws it in the fire.
The mom's not even paying attention. They're still fighting to the death, and she finally like
He gets
stabs the
shanked.
dad. Yeah, he's like, oh.
He's like, "Oh man."
But then the
You
mom's.
hear like in real like life, people get stabbed like 30 times and then they die.
Mhm.
In movies, it's just.
She knew where to stab him, I guess.
And then this idiot in the background
She tries to
just
like,
kick dirt on it.
yeah. So she's the money burning, and she's like putting her hands on it.
She doesn't even like grab it. She like,
Yeah. So she catches on fire. And no one taught her the stop, drop, and roll method because she's like doing like this. She looks like a dead fish dying of.
I think it was she gave up on life at that moment.
She
I
won't
don't think
even.
she.
She won't even roll over, Jared. The fire's on her back, but she's like doing this.
And then she had like extra flammable clothes because she just lights up.
Dude, she does. She likes all that jig juice. I guess guess it's oily or something. A lot of grease.
This was the dumbest death. I was like, how?
That's it,
And that's
man.
it.
The dad is dead. The mom is dead. The money's dead. Caitlin's just
Caitlyn
standing
killed
there.
everyone.
And then someone comes out and scares her. Boo! And then that'd been funny. But that was Guess Who, which should have been called the Mum Ring or something.
It should have been called a mummery because it was never really a guess. We pretty
Mm-mm.
much knew.
Yeah, I knew like right away because he kept killing like all the people that attacked her. So I was like, it's the boyfriend.
Also, they just said everyone, all his family's like, "Oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, they kept
I don't want
being.
to do this." Oh.
Yeah, so it pretty much had to be the boyfriend. You know,
And then
that,
he would never like be like, "Oh no, baby, it's just this, I love you," or like, "It's not me, it's this crazy family." He would just be like,
in the beginning, he's like, you don't have to go. In the very beginning, he's like, maybe we shouldn't go.
"Mm."
But yeah, it wasn't very good for a slasher. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I've seen on TV. It kind of looked
It
good.
was Yeah, it did. All that's where all the money went.
Yeah, the cinematographer.
Production was a lot better than usual.
Yeah,
The sets looked actually like sets
a trailer park.
instead
So
of like those romantic ones where we see like these office buildings and they're like there's like not real office equipment and stuff.
yeah, it's just like empty. And it's not someone's like the director's house or something.
Hmm.
All right, that was Guess Who.
I want someone in the comic to explain how this lady died because
She went up in
there's
flames.
no reason she should have died.
It didn't even look like she was touching the fire. It just looked like she was like putting her hands above it, like getting warm. But then she just
It
like,
was so dumb.
I tell you that food she made was greasy and it like got on her shirt before she went up in flames. But really, she needs to learn the stop, drop, and roll method.
It's
All right, so what are we gonna eat? This was the closest I could get to jig. So it's beef pot roast. Who knew
it's
Dolly
Dolly's
Parton?
jig.
Who knew Dolly Parton had TV dinners? But she did. So
I heard of that not too long ago.
you did. So it's kind of
Yeah,
country.
I
It's
don't
kind
think
of
they're
Irish.
around anymore, are they?
They already closed down. They still have a website. I did see the website. So it's beef pot roast, tender beef with vegetables and southern style gravy.
Mm.
Closest I could get to salt to jig. The jig is up.
18 grams of protein.
Dolly, just make one that says jig. if you're out there and you can hear us, Dolly Parton loves It Came from Tubi. It's her favorite. Very YouTube show. All right, next time, Jared, what do we got? You know how we have. Oh no, this isn't it. That's next time. um, so we had a movie that didn't have a great title because it didn't tell us anything about the movie. And then we have a movie title that tells us exactly what the movie is. It's My Husband Hired a Hitman.
Dude, we made a movie of that dude in the band that hired a hitman to kill his wife.
Yep, they did it.
My gosh.
So
Brave.
we'll
Very
find
brave, Tubi.
we'll find out why she hired a hitman when we come back next week. So if you
No,
like that,
it's he. My husband hired the hitman.
that's what I said, didn't I?
He said she.
Oh, well, we'll find out why he hired the hitman. Maybe she tried to make him jig and it just didn't come out good. He's like, "You call this jig?" He's like, "I'm sorry, I can't grill a cheese." So if you like bad movies, make sure you like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff when It Came from Tubi returns. See ya.